thank you for joining, and for anyone who might be watching, thank you for doing that. We have probably a bit of slaying to do tonight, so I'll be quick on the recap. Last session, the party travel montage across the desert in the company of Javitha and Chiris, Badao, guide of the caravan, and a gnome from Elgareth named Estan Bolivet. Caravan seemed to be full of genuinely nice people, so that was cool. You were able to travel montage across the desert in safety and relative comfort before approaching Kasubrak just as the sun was setting. You got there to find it under siege by an Imperial army of several hundred soldiers and somewhere in the realm of a dozen large wingless draconic creatures that were bombarding the rocky outcrop of Kasubrak with repeated blasts of fire. You really wanted to kill the Scorpion King yourself, I guess. So you skirted around the Imperial line, led by Tndnaturalfun, the Shiseki guide who had been in the company of Hale when you first met him, who claimed to know a secret way into Kasubrak, whose entrance was fortunately just outside the Imperial line. You managed to get there with some pretty damn good stealth checks, without attracting Imperial attention, even though the Empire seemed to have a bunch of hawks or eagles spotting for their draconic artillery, and entered this narrow passage, which led underground into the very heart of the Sarasi siege. It was a really tight squeeze for most of you, since this tunnel was small, even for Sarasi. Took you a couple hours to get through, but you got through, and the tunnel dumped you right at the entrance to the central temple complex. A temple that Oswald would know is dedicated to Anu Ben-Shar, who the Sarasi venerate as the Lord of Worms. You guys hilariously tried to use magical disguises to impersonate Mustafa and gain entry to the temple through deceit. Yahek used Mask of Many Faces to appear as a 2.5 foot taller than he actually is Mustafa, who doesn't know the Chiseki tongue. Knocked on the door. A little, viewing panel opened up. They asked him something in Chiseki, and his disguise didn't really hold up to the scrutiny of these guards, who are on pretty high alert since their city was under siege. Seeing that happen, you guys sprung into action, forced the door open, swept into the temple, murdering bitches left and right, killing the various war beasts that the Chiseki still had in this temple. Penetrated into what appeared to be the central temple chamber, or shrine, where some kind of ritual was going on. You got the jump on the guys incanting the ritual, very quickly dispatched them all, while Orensis watched your guys back. Those of you who had to leave early last time, Oswald and Rentaz, I'm going to say you were hanging back with Orensis, just because that's convenient. So y'all murdered most of the people in this central shrine, but one guy managed to open a door into another hallway and run down there. Hale promptly mowed him down, but he got far enough to raise the alarm in the next room, where the Scorpion King Mustafa had been waiting. Upon realizing he had uninvited guests in his sanctum, he promptly charged down the hall toward you. At the same time, from the way you had come, climbing over a makeshift barricade you had erected, came two more fearsome foes, a another armored air elemental similar to the one you'd fought in the warehouse back in Soraya, and an enormous golden serpent, its eyes glowing red. That's where we left off. I need y'all to roll initiative.
Dang. Okay.
Rolling initiative counts as a short rest, right?
Funny thing about that.
Guys, I'm totally in the back.
Oh, it's not bad.
I
It's
see
not
roll
bad.
initiative for all the baddies because there were a lot of them.
Oh my god, guys, what are we doing?
Hail, bro.
Yeah.
Randy, don't worry, I rolled a 3.
Oh lord.
It's alright, maybe he'll roll a 2.
We never got any like healing potions or anything, right?
You did. You got a whole bunch from the wreckage of the ship. So I hope you kept track of how many you have.
No, 'cause
Did we? I don't...
No, because we
None of them found me.
divvied that up prior to the crash, and I drank mine before the crash.
Oh, yeah.
If you've since used them, you've since used them, but you did get a bunch. The caravan did not have any healing potions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Blim, I would have had enough time to convert my potions, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Oh, wait, a long
Oswald,
rest. That means the day ended.
initiative. 8?
Yeah, 8.
Shit,
My dice are
okay.
mad at me. I didn't use them last time.
Yeah, there are a lot of baddies. So at the very top of the round.
Wait, are we in a... We're on the world map.
Oh, you definitely are, and you definitely shouldn't be. You should be here.
Theater of the mind.
Okay, so for those of you guys who left early,
Wait, how am I that little?
What the fuck did you guys go through?
so for those of you guys who left early, basically, Oswald, Rentaz, you guys are back here. You are watching your guys back with Orensis, who's taken a bit of damage, facing this barricade that this serpent and this air elemental have just surged over. Everybody else is in this main temple or shrine area, where you just interrupted this ritual. This door is open, and Hale and alone sees Mustafa, the Scorpion King, turning down the hallway, getting ready to charge, flanked by 2 giant scorpions. Hale, you see, he looks excited. At the very top of the round is Tabek, who's kind of like pressed back up against the door. Upon hearing Mustafa's voice, just yells out, "You bastard! Look what you have brought upon our people!" And he turns around the door and charges Mustafa, which he can just barely get to, and is going to attack him with 3 unarmed strikes.
That's interesting.
Actually, smarter, he's going to stay there, and he's going to chuck a firebomb right into all that.
Oh, I love this guy.
So
never doubted him?
Mustafa and the 2 scorpions need to make dex saves.
Well,
Okay. Mustafa and one of the scorpions succeeds. The other one fails, so they take... One takes 15. Mustafa and the other scorpion take 7. As he hurls this little bomb, Mustafa, already starting to move, just ducks, and he's barely grazed by the explosion. One of the scorpions, and then he charges up into Mustafa's face.
Oh, so he's not that smart.
He seems pretty upset. Alright, next up is another one of these Sarasi fanatics who steps into view behind Mustafa, right over here. He's carrying some sort of large, looks like clay jar or something. But he uses the rest of his movement to get up behind the scorpions. That's his turn. More baddies are going. Another guy charges up behind them, gonna make 2 blowgun attacks on Tabek. one of which hits, dealing 5 piercing damage and 12 poison damage. As a needle takes him in the shoulder. So that's that guy. Then it's Orensis' turn. What would I'm gonna Rentaz and Oswald, I'm gonna have you generally direct what you'd like Orensis to do. So he's right now standing next to you at the ready, his fancy warhammer in hand.
Just a quick question from my point of view: do these guys look Imperial, or do they look Mustafa?
Make an intelligence check.
14.
14. Serpent looks like nothing you've seen before. You don't know. You've seen gold stuff in the Empire, but they don't have a particular affinity for serpents. The air elemental is kind of a generic thing that casters can bind to their service. So,
okay. Better question: do they look angry at us?
It's a snake and an air elemental. They don't look angry, but they're definitely moving towards you with purpose.
Cool. We're gonna kill him. Got it. So whatever Orensis does for attacking, that keeps him safe because Orensis!
All right, so he's going to charge up to this.
What?
He's a melee guy. What is he going to do?
Melee guy.
He doesn't have a magical warhammer.
He does.
I know he does.
All right, he's going to make 2 attacks on that snake thing.
The snack.
The snack.
Snake heck.
Both of which hit. I'm going to say he was using 2-handed strikes. So he deals a not too shabby. 17 damage.
Not bad, Orensis.
That is his turn. You guys all rolled shit initiative. Okay.
Da 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 da.
All right. It is now Mustafa's turn.
Hey, my boy.
You didn't see him.
So the only people he's seen so far are Tebek and Hale. So hasn't seen the rest of you. So he just, but you guys can hear as Tebek charges him. He just snarls, "Ha, traitor!" And he's gonna make a full round of attacks on Tebek.
Someone's gonna lose an arm.
Um,
I'm talking about Malik.
Wow.
He rolled a natural 1, a natural 2, and a 7. So,
Dang.
Yeah, guess who's not gonna get rolled like that when he's fucking putting his spear in my butt?
So one of those hits. What? Dealing.
Damn it.
Dealing 12 piercing damage, and Tebek needs to make a Constitution save against poison damage, which he succeeds. So he takes no poison damage. All right, it's now, and Mustafa's then going to kind of circle around in the hallway to about there. It's now the giant ass snake's turn. Which is going to go ahead and attempt to constrict Orensis.
Oh no.
With
his fins.
Which just misses. As it brings its tail around and tries to wrap Orensis in it, he dodges nimbly back. But it's then going to make a bite attack against him, which definitely hits, dealing total of 17 damage to Orensis, who, as the snake's giant maw just snaps forward, the fangs penetrating the sides of his torso. Next up are the scorpions. which also charge up to Tebek, who has brought you guys around. And they are also going to make their full round of multi-attacks on him.
Rothnor?
Only 2 of their attacks hit, though. Dealing 12 damage to him total. So he's still up, but looking in a bad place. Next up is Yahek.
Heckman.
Heckman! Who needs healing, boyos? Because we can't see any baddies right now.
Malik
All right, he's
followed
gonna-
by me, but Malik more.
Alright, he's going to go ahead and use his bonus action to toss some healing light on you. I won't count this against him because he's not here, so he's just going to use 2 of his healing light dice on you. You regain 6 hit points.
Yay.
Alright, so that's his bonus action. Then he's going to step back here. And you can just barely see that air elemental, so he's going to pew-pew it twice with Eldritch Blast. With a natural 20
Yeah.
and a natural 1. So I'm having Rensis make a dex save real quick. Rensis is fine. Alright, so he deals maximum force damage. 25 force
Holy
damage
fuck.
to this air myrmidon.
Wait, is that double
As-
because of the crit, or?
Yes.
That was
that's-
double.
that's the-
Oh, okay.
That was the double right
Oh,
there.
shit.
So,
No,
so as
actually-
the first blast streaks forward, it singes over Rensis' shoulder, then strikes the wall. The other one, he like takes a moment and then points his palm again, and this brilliant beam of light lances out and just explodes against the armored chest of this air elemental. That is his turn. Finally, we're up to Caladan. Malik is on deck.
I'm leading this charge. Phenomenal. All right. As my bonus action, I'm going to use my undead fortitude to give myself 6 massive hit points.
Oh, is this on loop? It shouldn't be on loop.
Oh, I've had it on loop.
No, don't have it on loop. I made a playlist for this thing,
Oh,
Oh.
well.
so don't loop it. All right, do your thing.
All right. All I see are, I can see the big old serpent and the.
Yeah, those are the only enemies you can see from your vantage.
Okay. So.
You're just gonna doodle. If you're up there, you can see about that far into the hall. So
Okay. We seem to be putting some hurt onto the giant snake monster.
Orenza smacked that one, and Yahek smacked the air elemental. So
All right. I will send 2 Eldritch Blasts towards the air elemental.
make your attacks.
Oof. 9 for the first,
Misses.
and a 16 for the second.
16 also misses. It does connect with its form, but it just the molten metal just kind of spatters against the armor, dealing no damage.
Okay. For my movement, I will. Is this so to the south of me? Is that a ramp leading down?
That's a ramp leading down. Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually fairly steep too.
Okay. I am going.
Probably actually steps because that's way too steep a ramp. But yeah.
I'm gonna take a step back, just so I'm not right at the edge.
Okay.
But that is.
Go ahead. Get rid of these corpses too. Get things up a bit. Okay. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Cool. Malik, you're up.
So, I heard his voice, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So I will take my movement up to the door.
Okay. Are you still wearing your helm of badassery?
The dread helm.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm okay. I'm like, but knowing that I have the helmet on, I would come to that corner. I would take the helmet off, toss it to the ground.
Okay.
And for flavor, be like, Mustafa, you very attached to those arms, and send 2 arrows at him.
Okay, make 2 attacks.
Let's see. Here we go, boys. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, a natural 2 probably is not going to hit him.
Definitely not gonna hit him.
And then a 20.
20 will hit.
So that's 1d8 plus 4. Ooh, shit, max damage, 12.
Very nice. Okay. As he's rounding on Tabak, he just and you call out your challenge, he kind of glances over his shoulder and we'll see what he does when it's his turn.
And then I will use my bonus action for second wind.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 plus 8. Where are my d10s? Where are my d10s? So 7. 15. I heal for 15.
Cool.
And that is my... I will move back 5 feet, too, because I think that's 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Are you still in the doorway? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so, it is now, more baddies' turns. A Chiseki archer steps out here, and seeing that this guy is that the guy right in front of him is probably handled, he's going to make 2 attacks on you, Malik. Since Mustafa has not yet had a chance to react to your challenge. That is a... First attack is a 19 to hit. The second attack misses.
The 19 hits.
Okay. So you suffer 8 piercing damage.
Gotcha.
And it's going to use its Archer's Eye ability to add a d10 to that damage as well. So you suffer 3 more piercing damage.
So 8 plus 3?
Yeah, so 11 total.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then, actually, from where you guys are, none of you can see down this hallway anymore. So I'm gonna... Oop, not hide it.
Guys, there's nothing there.
Yeah,
Guys.
there's something there. Surprise.
I said nothing.
The temple keeps going.
What? Alright, that is, that turn. Oswald. You're up. Followed by...
So, just to be clear,
Yep.
what did Mustafa say that we all heard?
The thing he called out that you all heard was something along the lines of, it seems we have guests. It was not specifically calling you out, but...
And then I heard an explosion.
Then you heard a little... yeah, from that direction.
The fuck is going on back there? And I am going to use my movement to... Is this the statue that I have to run around?
Yes.
Can I go this way?
Yeah, you can get there easily enough. It's
Cool,
fine.
then I can go wherever I want. I'm gonna go next to the... Yeah, I'll go next to Francis.
Right.
I know nothing about the snake, but would I know any resistances or vulnerabilities that the elemental would have?
Based on that previous check,
It was a 14.
it is resistant to,
Specifically, I'm asking about lightning versus...
it's resistant to both lightning and thunder damage, and non-magical attacks.
Okay, Then I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm holding my my scimitar, and I'm gonna take 8 points of damage, and like a blue glow starts going along with my sword, and I'm gonna add my cold damage to it.
Okay, very nice.
So I'll do all the health stuff later, and I am going to use my action to cast a green flame blade and attack Snecky.
All right, go for it.
That is a 20 some odd.
That'll hit.
So that is. Do I need to specify all the different damage types?
This one has no particular resistances, so
Okay.
just give me a total.
Ooh, max damage. That's 6. So that's 13 plus a D8. Oh wait, 13 plus 4, 17 plus a D8, 6. So 23 points of damage to the snake,
Nice.
and 4 points of fire damage to the air elemental
Okay.
because it's within 5 feet. So
Yep. And actually, like you see, like as the flames splash off the form of the snake, like the whirling wind around the elemental actually kind of sucks the fire and it like glows really brilliantly for a sec as the fire is fed by this extra oxygen.
so that's minus 8 points of health. And I use bonus action, I used action, I use movement. Okie dokie. I'm done.
Okay. Rentaz, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move up towards here, and I'm going to attempt to use Abjure Enemy on the snake.
Okay.
It's a Channel Divinity.
Yep, so it needs to make a save against you, I believe.
Yes.
Which
Wisdom saving throw?
what's your DC?
DC is sorry. That's again which stat? DC.
It should be under
spell save
spells.
DC.
If you're using D&D Beyond, it should be under spells.
Oh, got it. 13.
13. Okay, yeah, rolled a natural 19, so it's serpentine knives take note of your attempt, but they flick towards you briefly, but does not appear to have been affected.
Doesn't do anything. Okay. I am going to use a bonus action and do Channel Divinity Vow of Enmity. So I can choose a creature within 10 feet and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it's dead.
So those are both channel divinities. Can you do them both in one turn?
I mean, it's under a bonus action.
How many channel divinities do you have?
Where do I...
think you have.
I think it's equal to
2.
charisma modifier.
No, it's based on your level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
I think he has 2.
2
don't
sounds
remember.
right.
Okay, well, let's just keep it moving. So yeah, go for it. That's your second channel divinity.
Okay,
That would be all of your uses probably until your next long rest,
got it. Okay.
unless Blim says otherwise, obviously.
Infinite Channel Divinity.
Nope, you get those are
That would be the most broken
right.
like buff ever.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so you have advantage against. Is it the snake or the air elemental?
The snake.
Cool. Alrighty. You have advantage on attack rolls against it. Alright, it's now the air elemental's turn. Which is going to surge up to you, Rentaz, and take. Yeah, it's going to go ahead and take its 3 flail attacks against you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit. That's an 18 and 2 natural 20s.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna take a picture of that right now.
Well, it was fun playing with you.
Armor.
Well, I was gonna go help Malik, but now.
But
God, I mean that one archer just took away my fucking my heal.
okay, so you take 8 bludgeoning damage on the normal attack.
Okay.
And then I'll do the rolls for the crits instead of the average damage, because you might luck out. Okay, the first crit you take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Jesus.
The second crit you only take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Great. Took away a good amount of my health. Awesome.
As this thing just its flail just smashing into you.
I am down to a third of my health. Great.
Okay. Shit. All right. It is the yet more baddies' turns.
I'm just gonna get my whiskey
Alert
for the rest of this
entire
fight.
temple.
You talked really loudly.
I mean, you didn't alert the entire temple.
Oh, good.
Quick, use Thunderstep.
I don't have any spell slots.
Some of these guys are going to take some time to get into the fight, but you see another guy step out behind the Scorpion King.
Another guy?
Jesus Christ. Whoever that is.
Who's the assassin?
You just bring his whole entourage?
It's
Can
kind
someone
of
tell me-
his home, so
I'm not. It makes perfect sense.
Why are people
fairness, if
highlighting
the place
me?
weren't under siege, there'd be a lot more people here. Anyway, all right, and then Yahek and Kaladin from the balcony, you can so this right here is what appears to be like some sort of iron or metal gate that is closed at the moment. And
But
on the
there's
other side of it,
No, I was gonna say, oh, there's more guys.
yep, on the other side of it, you see another Chiseki run up, and he
Only pushes the button once.
not quite. Actually, you watch as he gets up to the gate, takes stock of the situation in the room, and then his form dissolves into a cloud of mist.
Oh, good.
And then that cloud of mist passes through the gate. So he is in gaseous form right now.
Is he stuck like that for 8 hours?
Unless he focuses for a minute.
That's.
Nope, it's concentration. He can drop it whenever he wants. Alrighty. At the very bottom of the round, Hale, you're up.
It's me!
Hey, Hale.
I feel like this playlist isn't playlisting, but whatever.
I didn't want to interrupt Hale, but I was like, hey, I don't feel like the playlist isn't playing. And I don't want to, like.
Oh no, feel free to interrupt me whenever Blim messes up.
Can we give Randy the Troll DM award between both you and me? Like, I don't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have everything attack him.
I'm okay with this.
He's just using the
All right.
same character.
The rest of you are free to go, but
I haven't
Okay,
taken my
peace.
mask off yet, so...
you don't know. All right, Hale, it's your turn.
Alright, so I yell across the room to Mustafa, "Where's my bow, asshole?"
Okay.
And then I take 2 sharpshooter shots at the scorpion that's whatever got hurt.
Okay, go for it. Normally it would have some cover from this angle, but you're a fucking sharpshooter, so go for it.
Okay. I also want to do rally on both shots as well, which heals.
Okay.
But 24 and 25.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
those will hit.
Okay, let's roll that damage.
You couldn't have put that in a fucking Mustafa?
I have words to exchange.
I have arms to take. And a skull to crush.
All right, give me your damage, bro.
18 36 damage total.
Dang.
Okay.
Sharpshooter?
That actually kills it.
Uh,
Like you send 2 arrows straight into its open mouth, and its legs kind of spasm as it collapses onto the ground.
Malik, you heal 7 8.
I heal what?
7 HP.
7?
I heard 78 and was.
I was gonna be like, yeah!
No.
7? Okay.
I was about to be like, hey guys, can we all become battle masters with Rally?
Right? Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Back to the top of the round.
Oh boy.
At the top of the round is Tebek, who is in less of a shitty situation than he was but a moment ago. But looks real shitty. Can't imagine why. Now he's going to take his seemingly uncaring of his grim plight is going to take his 3 unarmed strikes on Mustafa.
Oh.
Which that misses. That misses. He hits with 1 attack, dealing 7 damage, and then he is going to effectively use a key point to use Stunning Strike. So Mustafa has to make a Constitution save, which he fails. You watch as two of his blows are deflected, but he sends like a little karate chop towards Mustafa's throat, and Mustafa tenses up, stunned. That's Tebek's turn. This fanatic here is going to rush over that corpse and attack Tebek 2 times at advantage. Hitting only one time, but dealing a crap ton of damage. In fact, that's going to be enough damage to put Tebek out. So as Tebek lands this karate chop on Mustafa's throat, this other Chiseki charges up behind him, brandishing his scimitar, and cuts 2 deep gashes into his back, and he collapses unconscious. This skirmisher is going to run up towards you, Malik, and take 2 blowgun attacks at you. Kind of dodging through this whole mess of a melee in the hall. That's going to be a 23 and a 12.
23 hits.
All right, so you take 5 piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution save.
25.
25. Okay, you're fine. So you don't take any poison damage.
So just 5 piercing?
Just the 5 piercing, yep. Cool. It is Orensis' turn. I guess you wanted to smack that snake some more? Oswald and or Rentaz.
Yeah. But
Alrighty.
we're trying to keep it. I mean, I'm just trying to keep it simple. Ryan, if you have other ideas.
No, that's good with me.
Alrighty, he's going to take 2 more 2-handed Warhammer strikes.
How's the snake after this?
Snake seems fine. And unfortunately, both of these attacks just kind of slide off its armored or scaly back and don't do any damage. Mustafa is stunned, so all he gets to do with his turn is save. And he's still stunned. Okay. It's the snake's turn, which is going to attempt to constrict you, Oswald. So that's going to be a 9 to hit.
That misses.
It certainly does.
I'm short.
You are. And then it's going to make a bite attack on you,
On me?
which is also a 9.
It misses.
Alrighty. But it is just kind of like spill over the barricade and into the room, and is now kind of more like here. Just all up in your face. The other scorpion is going to move 30 feet towards Malik and then take the dash action to get in his face, but it can't attack. Yahek, who's not here just yet, going to use his bonus action to toss Hex on the air elemental and attack it twice. Which he can mostly see if he steps right over to here. With a natural 3 and a natural 5, he will not hit, though. Alrighty. Caladan. Oh, playlist.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to put this one in that loop. So.
No, I can't leave Malik. I'm going. Is this mage down here? Is he's gaseous, right? So I can't actually see.
He's currently a roughly Chiseki-sized cloud of mist. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. All right. As my bonus action, I am going to. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bonus action heal myself.
Okay.
Another 6, so that's 2 out of my 4 uses. And I'm going to move right down to there.
Okay.
And send 2 Eldritch Blasts towards the Scorpion harrying Malik.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's another 9.
9 will miss. 9!
Yeah. There we finally get to do something. That's a 24.
That'll do it.
Okay. For a big 6 damage.
You know, it's something.
My guy.
Alrighty, anything else?
That's my movement, my bonus action, and my actions. So.
Alrighty, so Malik, you are up.
Already question.
Mustafa did not have the chance to respond to you because he got stunned.
Yeah,
so
no, understood. Would I be able to pivot around the Scorpion to this corner without taking an attack of opportunity?
yes.
Okay. Then I will do that, and as I do such, I will attack twice with the light blade.
Go for it.
Time to shine.
Literally.
Want to be Inquisitor? 21 to hit,
Hits.
and then 27 to hit.
I mean,
Just in case the 21 wasn't enough. So-
27 will hit just about everything. So,
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, I'm also sure there are things it won't hit, but it'll hit most relevant
Guys,
things.
21 doesn't hit.
So 18 points of radiant damage on the first,
Okay, very nice.
and then 12 points of radiant damage on the second.
Okay. You actually lop off a couple of its legs on the right side, but it's still up.
As a bonus action, I would like to shout out, "Did you see that, Mustafa? Just like your brother."
Shit. Okay. Make an intimidation check to go along with that one. Just see that.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
18.
right, good to know. Okay. Anything else?
No, that is the end of my turn.
Cool. It is now this archer back here's turn, who can no longer see you because you wisely stepped out of the doorway. So he is going to send 2 shots toward Hale. Given the scorpion and the large worm statue here, I'm going to say you have half cover from him as he steps over here to get a better line of sight on you. So that's going to be a 25 and a 19. But add two to your AC. So
Okay, so you said 25 and 19?
Yeah.
Okay, both.
Alrighty, so you take 16 piercing damage, plus it's going to use its Archer's Eye ability one more time to add another 5 onto that, so 21 piercing damage.
Okay.
Cool. And then 1 second. Cool. Alrighty. That is that turn. Oswald is up. Rentaz is on deck.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. What were the pink circles for these two?
I should make them different colors. The Myrmidon is hexed by Yahek. The Serpent is Vow of Enmity by Rentaz.
Okie dokie. I too will cast Hex, but this time on the Serpent.
Okay, go for it.
Strength checks.
Cool.
And I'm gonna attack it twice
Go
with
for it.
my Slushy Slush. The first one
Slash.
is a natural 1.
Yeah, no.
The second
That
one
won't do it.
is a 20-something.
Yep.
24.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 2, 7 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus Hex is 17 points of damage total.
Very nice.
They said you don't need me to differentiate between the damage.
No, you're good. As long as you're not doing poison damage.
Nope. Cold.
Cold,
And
you're
necrotic, I think, is Hex, right? Hex is necrotic.
Yes. Yeah, you're fine.
Okie dokie then. Use my bonus action. Use my action.
And you know,
still looking fun.
you know, an interesting thing as you cut into it, and cut through its scales and skin, it does not bleed red blood. It just spills like golden liquid out of the wound.
The fuck? Yeah, no, I say that. The fuck?
Okay.
That's it. That's my turn.
Cool. All right, Rentaz.
Yes. I am going to. Let's see how far. I'm going to move up toward the serpent,
Okay.
and I'm going
If you move there, you're going to take an attack of opportunity from the air elemental. So
all right. How is the area elemental looking?
just fine.
Just fine. Okay.
Peachy.
And did we determine if it has any weaknesses, strengths, like is it resistance to anything?
Oswald knows. You don't.
Okay.
You have fought one of these before. You know it is resistant to non-magical damage. So
Right. Okay. One question is, radiant damage does not count as non-magical, right? That counts.
radiant damage is very magical.
It's magical. Okay. Just making sure.
One might say it's the most magical.
One might. Probably one of the best damage types there is. So
Just making sure. So I'm going to take attacks against it. I'm going to use divine smite.
all right. Well, if you hit it, you can use it. So go roll your attacks.
Okay.
Just so you know, by the way, might start going. Divine Smite's one of those things where like you don't need to use it till you know you hit.
Yeah. So you don't have to expend
okay.
it unless.
Crits!
Now,
So.
I just have one question about divine smite.
Yep.
So, if I use divine smite, if I use it on both my attacks, does that?
You can
do I
only
have
use
to-
it once per turn. So
2 spell slots. No, you could use it as many as you want, but
never
it's 2
mind.
spell
You're right.
slots.
Well, that's what I was gonna
You
say. Do I
actually play a
use
paladin, so
one spell slot for each attack, or
Correct.
one spell slot for both? Okay.
one
got
spell
it.
slot for each attack.
For each attack. Okay. All right. So the first attack is going to be a
Come on, come on, come on.
23.
That hits.
And the second one will be a
Oh, but
18.
also, by the way, this was that roll that hit you. Put it in Discord. Anywho,
18 was the second one.
18 also hits. So
Okay, great. So I'm gonna roll the damage, and then do I do Divine Smite after, or I could just add that together?
you can add it all together.
Okay.
So what level spell slots are you using?
I'm gonna use. I'll use 2 first level.
All right. So go ahead and roll your weapon damage plus
4d8.
4d6 radiant.
4d6 radiant. Okay.
Is it 4d8?
It's 48 radiant. You're right.
He's not
14.
me. He gets more stuff than I do.
Okay. 9.
By the way, I do like the font for the black one, Blim.
So the first attack will be 16.
Okay. Points of damage.
Second one will be 15.
Okay.
And then, sorry, you said 4d8 for the
Yeah, 48 for your divine smites.
Okay. 40. Where's my T? There it is. Okay. 3, 7, 2, 8. So 20 damage from radiant.
Very nice. Okay, this elemental no longer looks just peachy. It's actually shrunk a little bit, and it's become like more turbulent as you. Actually, your second strike just cleaves through its piece of shoulder armor and cuts through its form, glowing all the way. Alrighty, very nice. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, it's now its turn, and it's going to try to smack you right
no.
back. It's actually going to use its lightning strike attack. So it's going to make 1 attack on you with a natural 1. So you watch as its flail crackles with lightning energy. There's a big overhand swing, and you step to the side real quick, and it just crackles into the ground, blackening the stone where it hits, but it misses you. It can only make 1 attack when it tries to do that, but it is going to circle around to here. That is its turn. This gassy druid dude, or pastor dude, is going to move 10 feet to here, drop his gaseous form, so Khaled and you watch as the form becomes humanoid in shape and then materializes into Chiseki, who's then going to cast Witch Bolt on you. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Alright, so you take 1 lightning damage.
Hey.
Wow. That was pretty weak.
For now.
It's like a little static shock.
So it is now, but there's now this like faintly glowing, like crackling line connecting his hand with your form. Okay. 1 second.
Concentration. What are you guys using for concentration while Blim does it?
What was that?
Are you guys using any specific color or anything for concentration while Blim does whatever he's doing?
Not that I'm aware of. But let's go with lavender.
Is that the pink?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so Oswald and Rentaz. Rentaz, you see as atop this barricade, a familiar old Sarasi woman, whom you once tried to seduce, suddenly becomes visible.
Oh, that bitch. We tried to talk to her for so long.
Nope, she doesn't go on map layer. She goes on token layer. Get out of the way, wagon.
She just tosses the fucking wagon.
He just perched atop it, kind of crouched down, like leaning on her cane in that same like Yoda-like pose.
As Rentaz sees her, his face expression is kind of like when you see your ex, and you just like you're just like oh shit, like.
And she also she's just looking right at you, and she kind of gives a half smile, and then flicks her hand towards you, and a little red bead shoots out.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Right over Oswald's head, to right about there. Then, as she casts a fireball, Oswald and Rentaz make dex saves for me, please.
Do I get a bonus from Rentaz?
Yes.
Ryan, what is the bonus I get?
From
what's your
which?
what's your charisma modifier?
My
You have
charisma
aura
modifier?
protection. So.
Oh yes, I have a +2 charisma modifier.
All right. So roll your. So you both have +2 on top of whatever you'd normally have on a dex save. As a
Dex
fireball,
save.
it just goes.
Somewhere, Kirik is drinking tea and is choking on a particularly hot piece of pepper that got into that tea for no reason.
Sorry, which saving throw was this?
Dexterity save, please.
Dexterity. Okay. That will be a.
I could imagine that Kirik and Haruki would get along famously purely over the fact of tea.
That will be a not natural 20.
Yeah,
All right, so
same
you
here.
both succeed, but Orensis failed, so you both take.
Damn it, Orensis.
Okay, so Orensis takes 33 fire damage. Both of you guys take 16.
Dang, bro.
If I'm not mistaken, I gotta beat 10 for a Constitution save, right?
You do.
I am about to die. I'm
I
very
do.
close.
That actually puts Orensis unconscious as well. He just gets thrown forward.
Damn it! I thought you
into
guys
the
had
snake.
this.
Well, he's not dead. He's unconscious, but he is prone. All right, yeah, both of you guys take 16 fire damage. And she just... Well, isn't it nice to see you again?
Did it hit the snake in the air, boy?
It did not. She was smart enough to position it just so. She kind of sent it, like, right here. She's been around the block. All right, so, Hale, it is your turn. Bottom of the round.
Oh boy. Sounds really condescending when you say bottom of the round.
It's meant to be.
Well, okay, I'll remember that. Okay,
I'll remember that.
Oh no.
I'm gonna remember that.
Okay, you do that. What are you doing?
Not telling you. Okay.
So, next turn.
Top of the round.
Top of the round.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 sharpshooter shots at David Bowie over there.
Wait, me? Why?
Who?
No, that fucking guy with the bow that shot me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wait, why are we not shooting Mustafa?
The guy way back here.
Mustafa hasn't attacked me yet. I don't think he's hostile.
Yeah, Malik, he's yours.
Oh, he's all.
I
Malik,
haven't-
you went out of your way to, like, threaten us.
Okay, 10 and 22.
22 hits.
Okay.
Can I have your dice, please? Because you roll a lot better than I have been lately.
Just
It's,
use roll 20.
18 damage.
It's true.
Very nice. Okay. He's still up.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my bonus to second.
The second win.
Yeah,
Cool. Alrighty. You
that's
move
my
it?
turn. Nope, that's it.
All right. Top of the round.
Oh wait,
then-
nope. Change my mind. I'm moving towards
Towards what?
Kaladin.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that. Top of the round. Tebek is going to make a death save. That's a failure. Alrighty. Then this fanatic here is gonna look down at Tebek's bleeding out form, flip his scimitar over in his hand, and Tebek, with that, is dead.
Well, we don't have to worry about him stabbing us in the back.
Yeah, he just got stabbed in the back real hard, real literal like, and then he's gonna use the rest of his movement to move to here. Next, skirmisher dude is going to run up to here, and actually he's going to stay right there, but use 2 blowgun attacks again against you, Malik. That's a natural 20 and a 23.
Both hit.
Is that 3 natural 20s so far?
I've rolled a lot of natural 20s. Okay, so you take dice everywhere. Okay, so for the first hit, you take 5 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
5 and a con save.
Yep.
That's a natural 19 plus 8.
All right, you're fine. For the crit, you take 9 piercing damage, and I need you to make a second Constitution save.
That would be 14.
Okay. That's the DC. So you just take the 9 piercing damage.
Hey, Lamau, that would have put me unconscious otherwise.
All right. Arensis is going to make a death save. He succeeds because he's a boss. But that's all he's got going for him on his turn. Mustafa is going to see if he's done being stunned yet. And he is. So he kind of shakes his head. And looks back down towards you, but doesn't see you, Malik. But that's the end of his turn. It's now Big Schneck. Big Schneck turn. Big Schneck attack Otterwald. So it's going to attempt to constrict you first, as it does.
Is that a strength check?
Well,
Or is it an
nope.
attack?
That's just an attack to hit you.
Okay.
That is the 4th natural 20 of the night.
It hits?
Yeah, it does that.
Is this what it's like to be on the other side of that?
Yeah, so,
Is
okay.
this what it feels like the DM?
So first you take...
Roll a lot more when you're a DM.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage, and you're both grappled and restrained as it whips its tail around you. And then because you're restrained, it's going to make its bite attack against you with advantage. But that's a natural 3 and a natural 4, so you just kind of manage to like squirm down deeper into the coils, just snap right over your head.
Constitution. Well, fuck. Wait, am I still within?
You are still within 10 feet of Rental, so you
Damn it!
still get the bonus to your saves.
It's a Constitution save, right?
Yep.
Fuck, I rolled a 9.
A 9 total with Rental's
down.
+2?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 plus 4 plus 2.
Oh shit, okay, so you lose your hex. As this thing is squeezing the life out of you. That is its turn. Scorpion Boy going to attack Malik 3 times. So for its 2 claw attacks, that is an 18, a 16 and a 23.
23 hits.
Okay, so you take 6 bludgeoning damage and you're grappled, but not restrained, so your movement is 0. As this one kind of lashes onto your thigh and just clamps down, and then it's going to make a tail attack against you. That's only a 9, so
Misses.
the stinger just glances off your armor. So you are grappled until either this thing dies or you take an action to break the grapple. Yeah, heck. I'm glad you could join us. It's your turn.
Wow. Here we are.
I hexed.
Currently, you have your hex up on the air elemental, yeah, which Rentaz just put a whole lot of hurt into.
A lot of hurt. Okay.
And also put a lot of hurt into Rentas.
It also did that. It's a mutually respectful relationship.
Sorry, can you tell me exactly where Mufatso is?
You cannot see Mustafa, but he is down the hallway right here.
Thanks.
The red line indicates how far you can see into that hallway from the angle you're at.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. Cool. I think what I'm going to do is do a little EB on the Scorpion.
Okay. Go for it. Also, I feel like changing music up a little bit.
We got the rolls, boys.
Okay, both hit.
Okay. I roll for damage. Beep. Oh boy, oh baby. 14 and 15. What's it?
You're rolling. No, you need to roll a d20, not a d10.
No, he already.
he already attacked.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, with those two strikes, the second one just cracks open the back of it and sends radiant light shooting into its insides. Malik, you watch as its like eyes and mouth just glow briefly, and this like terrible burning like plasticky stench comes from it as it expires, releasing the hold on your leg. It's super dead.
Finger guns. What is this thing next to me? Is this a barrier?
The thing next to you actually appears to be some sort of like large bronze gong, just kind of chilling out there.
Okay. Can I hop over it and go 30 feet that way?
Yeah,
Right
easy enough. Or you could just step around. We'll get there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what this is where I want to be with my people.
Right. You see Oswald, Rentaz, and Arensis in fairly dire situation. Alrighty, Kaladin is up.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'm going to look at the mage who tried to witch bolt me. And I'm going to just point my sword at him for a hot second. And cast Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to get up and take my 2 attacks against yonder mage. The first one is a 26.
Very much hits.
And the second is a... Hold on, sorry. I need to look up something really quick, I'm so sorry.
No worries. Malik is on deck, by the way, so...
Gotcha.
The second is a 14.
14 misses.
14 misses, okay. Alright, so on the first, they suffer... so he suffers 13 points of slashing.
This is actually a she, as it turns out.
She, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Misgendering that snake.
That's actually Chiseki, but awkward.
Sorry, I thought he was attacking the snake.
Alright, so 14
No.
did?
13.
13? Okay. And it needs to go ahead. That was with your Hexblade's Curse and everything?
That was with the Hexblades, yes.
Alright, and it needs to make a concentration check on Witch Bolt, which it fails heartily with a natural 5. So the lightning crackles out. Okay. Anything else?
Nah, dog. That was it. That was everything. That's all I got. Can I just kind of? Could I scream out? Maybe form up, fall back, something along those lines.
You scream out whatever you want.
We need to stick together.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Anyway, all right, Malik, you're up. Then we have a
Hey,
baddie and then Oswald.
Lamau. Kind of screwed. So I don't like doing this, but I gotta do what I gotta do to stay alive, you know.
Rexus Bay wants you to stay alive.
I mean,
Also, you notice your left shoulder and the top of your left arm does feel tingly and warm.
oh, well.
Not uncomfortably so, but
I'm
notice.
going to run 30 feet this way, and as I run past that doorway, I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at Mustafa.
Okay, go for it. So you kind of like vault over this fountain, taking 2 bow attacks as you do.
That's a 17 plus 7.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then the other one is a 15 plus 7.
Those will both hit.
So that is 1d8 plus 4. So 6 piercing,
Okay.
and then 9 piercing.
Raises his cheeks. The other one goes into like the edge of his thigh, and he pulls the arrow out.
Fuck. I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay.
And I will use my action to dash another 30
Okay.
feet. Here.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. It's now the archer's turn. This archer back here can no longer see anybody, so he is going to move forward. And take the dash action to get up to here. The other archer, who's been invisible to you guys until now, steps out of into this hall here. And from there can see Rentaz, Yahek. Cannot see Oswald because of the statue in the way. Actually, he can't quite see Yahek, and Orensis appears to be down, so he's going to make his 2 ranged attacks on Rentaz. That is a 13 and a 12.
Neither of those will hit, thankfully.
Okay, so it takes 2 attacks. One of them actually clatters against the armor of the air elemental, and the other one just sails over your head, missing with both attacks. All right,
Thank God.
Oswald, you're up. Rentaz is on deck.
I can try to break for using an action, right?
Yes, you would make a strength check.
Can't I use acrobatics to try to break out?
You could also use acrobatics.
Okay, good, because that's a lot better. Like 9 better. I'll try to deftly wriggle free.
Go for it.
16.
16 does it. You kind of pop out the bottom as a tail like constricts above your head.
That's my action. I don't know how stuff is sort of lined up here. Using 25 feet of movement, can I get up to her?
Yes.
Okay.
This card is not that high, so no issue getting up to her.
Okay, cool. I'm staying within the snake's range the entire time. And bonus action, I'm gonna use one charge.
Rush under its coils.
I'm gonna use 1 charge of my healing armor. That's not gonna look at that. 2.
While you figure out what that is, Rentaz, you're up.
1, 3.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 more attacks against the air elemental and hopefully kill this damn thing.
Go for it.
The first attack will be an
Wait,
18.
do you have a magic weapon?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so it gets a little bit of health back because it takes half damage from your weapon strikes. So
Okay. First one's an 18,
Okay, 18 hits.
and the second will be a 16.
16 misses.
All right, fine. I'm gonna do.
You can still Divine Smite the first one.
I am going to Divine Smite.
All right, give me your weapon damage first, and then the Divine Smite.
Yes, one sec. So it'll be 14 damage for the regular hit,
After 7.
and then for D8 it will be 7 damage for the radiant.
Okay. It's still up, but it's definitely seen better days. Actually, one of the pieces of armor just kind of falls off as it like lacks the sufficient form to keep it on. But it's still up.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right, just gonna see if it gets its lightning strike back. It does not, so it's gonna attack you 3 times.
It probably only needs to roll once, but we'll see.
That's a 20-something, a 20-something, and a 20-something.
Yep.
All right, so
I'm probably very dead.
well, what I'll say happens for the sake of this is that because it kind of did all 3 attacks in the same flurry, you're knocked unconscious, but it doesn't hit you once you're down.
Nice dodge. Oh,
So it expects to keep connecting with you. It keeps swinging the flail at the same level, and the first one just cracks into the side of your head and knocks you down to the floor, and then the other 2 strikes pass through where your head used to be. Rentaz is down, and this thing can attack 3 times. So anyway, that's its turn. Mage dude in front of Caladan. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Okay, he's gonna hit his hand, crackles with lightning, and he's gonna reach out toward you, attempting to make a shocking grasp attack. That's going to be a 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Alrighty, so you suffer 11 lightning damage and cannot take reactions
Okay.
until your next turn. That's all he going to do. Ramallo perched atop here, and having Oswald just climbed up to her. What are you doing here, Badao? Why do you fight with these people? And Oswald, I need you to make a wisdom save as she goes on. Why don't you just wander back out into the siege and cool it for a moment? Casting suggestion on you.
yeah. $14.
That is exactly her DC. So the spell almost takes hold of you. You almost feel the compulsion to. Fuck these guys. I should go chill out in the siege. You're like, wait, no, shit. And seeing that not work, she just and pulls a dagger out. That is her turn. Hale.
Ooh,
You're up.
feisty.
Oh, bottom of the order. That's me.
I didn't use that phrase this time, but
It was implied.
it was.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a sharpshooter shot at the bowman.
Okay.
That's... 10.
That won't do it.
Okay, I'll take another. 16.
That will.
Okay. That's 24 damage.
Very nice. Okay. He's still up.
Okay, and that's
Looking pretty rough.
my turn.
Cool. All right, these guys are just gonna...
Retinir, it's your turn.
What? Who? Oh, that is the same token, isn't it? All right, that guy's gonna charge into the room. And then use the dash action to move towards Caladan. That is his turn.
Hello, boys.
You see this this robe cloaked figure brandishing a scimitar that's glowing with fire energy, just staring murder at you as he rushes up to you. The skirmisher is going to step into the room and going to make 2 blowgun attacks against you, Caladan, with advantage because hack tactics. The first is a shut up, Astoria. The first is a 16.
Again, just barely hits.
Okay. And the second is more than a 16. So you suffer 10 piercing damage.
Total from the first.
Total from both. And you're immune to the poison damage. So
Funny about that.
alrighty. That is that guy's turn. Arenza's going to make his second death save. That's a failure. So he's at 1 success, 1 failure.
Can't really do much.
Cool. Alright, it is now, finally, a not stunned Mustafa's turn. Who uses his movement to rush into the room. And finally calls out to Malik. Ah, defender of Soraya, come into my home, I must say. I'm impressed. Now, I have a host of warriors at my call, all of whom could swarm this room in a moment and kill you all. But I see you have grown mighty, and no doubt more of my people would die. So, let us finish what we started. Face me, alone. That's his turn, as he challenges Malik. No tricks.
Meanwhile, this other room is just having its own thing going on.
No tricks, no games, no interference. But yeah, that's what he does with his turn. How you choose to respond is up to you on your turn. The Snack Boy, is going to attempt to attack you again, Oswald. Taking a constrict attack first. That's a 17.
That misses.
Okay. And then it is going to try to bite you, which also misses. Woo! Snick can't do shit. All right.
Armor!
Whoop, whoop.
That +1.
All right. Last Scorpion is dead, so it don't get a turn. Yahek, you are up. Caladan's on deck. Yahek?
Tixie.
Hey, sorry, I was muted. Am I aware of how the elemental looks?
Yeah, it looks pretty beat up. Like one of its arms kind of failed to reform. The armor that was on that shoulder has clattered to the ground.
I'd be able to.
And you still have your hex on it, so.
From where I am. Is this thing on?
Yeah, I can hear.
I'm asking if I can EB from where I am.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Do it.
I'm clicking through these die. Pretty complicated for me.
Woof! Okay, yeah. Those will both hit. Roll your damage. And you double your hex damage on the crit as well, so.
Do I double before the +5?
You double before the +5. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll anyway, and then double it in my head. Okay, so that's a.
And your
You don't have the
hex-
+5 twice though, so
Wait, sorry, what?
you don't
And
have the
your hex-
+5 twice. It's per attack. So
So it would be 15 and 7, right?
no. It would be 15 plus 2, so 17.
And
Oh, sorry,
Spencer-
that's a D10. My bad. Then yes, and then roll your 2d6 hex damage as well. That is precisely enough to finish this elemental off.
Wipe sweat off her head.
As the second Eldritch Blast streaks out, it actually parts into this like almost net-like swirling form of golden energy that wraps around the thing's form, and then the strands pass through each other, just slicing the armor into like a dozen little bits. And what the air elemental form dissipates, and the armor clatters to the ground. Super dead.
Oh.
Very nice.
Reptiles. We can kiss. And how someone being unconscious works. Do they have to do their rolls before I can?
It's on their turn, so you can heal them now if you have a bonus action to do so.
I believe I do. I'm just trying to find it on here. Healing Light.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you can use
Let's
some
do
amount of d6s on him.
5d6.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. So that's on Rentaz?
Yeah, 16 on Rentas.
Alright, so Rentaz, you regain 16 hit points. And are conscious, but prone.
That's my turn.
Alrighty, and what a turn it was, Caladan.
Alright, bonus action, fourth and final, undead healing.
Okay.
Then I'm going to... Nope, not 56. That'd be hysterical.
Right.
I shudder to think what enemies we'd fight if that was the thing I could do as a bonus action.
Everything is...
I'm going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
And move right next to Malik. And just kind of give him a look like, what are you doing? What are we doing?
Well, we're about to find out, because Malik, it's your turn. Mustafa just called you out, and
Yeah.
did not otherwise attack, so...
I will step forward and respond. Let's set the terms, and we'll finish this once and for all.
Okay. We're still gonna have to cycle through the turns because not everybody can see him, but as you do that, he holds up a hand in a fist. Which causes this archer to lower his bow, although he keeps an arrow knocked. And step to here. Oswald, you're up. People up here may or may not have heard that exchange. So,
I'm not Dinar, so maybe.
but your passive perception,
12.
yeah, you would have heard that.
Does she still look like she's about to attack?
She kind of cocks an eyebrow and like glances over in the direction, but she still has her dagger out. It's not her turn yet, so.
Just mechanics-wise, I don't remember. Is holding an action? Do I use my reaction to do that?
By the rules, yes, but I think that's silly, so no.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself. That's 3, 6, 8. And then I'm going to hold my attack. If she looks like she's going to attack me or anything other than sort of like backing down type thing. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Like if she's trying to get away, like running away in order to cast a spell, I'm going to attack her right away.
Okay. Yeah, if she does anything potentially aggressive seeming.
Yeah, while she's still in my range. And then I'm just going to tell her, I'm just going to speak to her and say, so are we fighting? Yep, that's it.
She returns her gaze to you. Rentaz, I'll say you also would have heard this exchange of challenges in the room below, but it's your turn. How would you like to act?
Let's see. How is the snack looking?
Snack's looking snacky.
Snack's looking snacky? Okay. Let's see. Down here where this archer is, are these pillars? These different, like...
They're pillars that are holding up the... They're actually carved as well, but...
How, like, why are they, like, are they good sources of cover, or not really? Are they kind of...
Maybe?
Maybe.
They're not enormous. They're maybe, like, 2 feet in diameter, so...
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna move up towards here to support Oswald.
Okay.
And is my former almost lover is she being hostile towards us or attacking or anything?
It's not her turn yet, but you saw her also hear the exchange of challenges, so.
Alright, I'll stay there for now just to back up Oswald.
She raises the dagger a little higher as you get up in her face, but...
and then I'm gonna use Lay on Hands on myself.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
Stop touching yourself there! I'm just assuming.
So I have 40. I have 40 points from my pool. So I'm gonna use 20.
Okay.
So that brings me back up to 36 health.
As you're feeling reinvigorated.
Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
Cool.
His body grew a little.
This magey dude here, and the other one who is back here. This guy gets up into the room, but saw Mustafa's signal, and this guy is also just going to step back into the kind of gaining cover behind that pillar, but does not take aggressive action. It's now Romalo's turn. And in response to Oswald's question of, are we fighting? She just says, I suppose we'll see if my nephew and that recruit can come to terms. But she doesn't. She's also holding her action. Just keeping the dagger raised.
We'll never know.
Neil, how would you like to act?
I just look at the bowman and they say, "You're safe for now," and I hold my action.
Tension builds.
If anyone attacks, I attack back.
The Mexican standoff.
Just that one archer.
Tension music for this. Okay.
Fuck.
It's the one guy from Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers who accidentally lets go of the arrow.
And nails the guy right in the eye.
And then 10,000 people die.
Yep.
Alrighty. So I'll say that Chiseki at the top of the round also hold their actions. Although this guy steps up onto the platform. And this guy kind of hops onto the edge of the fountain. Kind of between two of the worm head statues.
Is that blood?
Arenzis needs to make a death save, which is another failure. So he's at 1 success and 2 failures.
Damn it!
I forgot he was done.
I wasn't. I didn't.
So I'll say, for the moment, we're pausing cycling through initiative. Everyone's just kind of waiting to see what move will be taken by whom.
So it's just a funny scenario.
Everyone's just kind of looking around, are you shooting? Are you shooting?
Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Everybody was the bow at the ready, daggers out.
Just
so
have the
I'll-
picture in my head. Malik,
So-
how bloody are you?
On the verge of death.
Okay.
So I'll first ask Malik, what would you like to do? As everyone kind of pauses.
I will clap. I say, it took a while to find you.
Got it.
I mean, I'm gonna wait for his response.
Okay. No, I just know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Alright, he kind of shoulders his spear. I wasn't sure you'd have the balls. Or the arms.
Well, I mean, obviously, as you can see, you didn't cut deep enough, and I flexed the left arm.
Impressive witchcraft. But
So the terms.
makes you a worthy foe, I suppose. You are a guest in my home. Name yours.
Single combat. Me and you. No matter the victor, we let the others group leave.
These are fair terms. But I must name my own. If any of your compatriots decides to try be so heroic as that idiot dwarf back in Soraya, all bets are off, and my people kill you all.
As always. But I'm not done just yet. As you can see, I had to kill several people to get here. So, I say you give me an hour. And then we will fight one-on-one, single combat, with one weapon each.
So, dramatically at that point, as he's about to respond, I kind of haven't been making a fuss of it because there's been a lot going on, but throughout this fight, there's been the occasional... occasionally the chamber has rumbled and shook as the Empire's assault continues. And at this moment, the whole chamber shakes again. A couple pebbles fall from the ceiling. I'm afraid I don't have the luxury of time. My people are out there fighting and dying. And here you are, what? Crack shock troops of the Empire or something? No, I'll fight you because you fought me bravely before, but then I have a battle to win.
Not even 30 minutes.
Mustafa, you don't know me, but I'm familiar with your work.
He just turns back to Malik.
I guess I'll ask, not even 30 minutes. I mean, since you're so confident you're gonna kill me, 30 minutes is all I need to get my affairs in order.
Make a persuasion check.
Charismatic Malik.
He is, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
18.
He kind of looks you up and down and sees that you're pretty cut up. I will agree to your half-hour break. But the rest of your people will be disarmed, bound, and placed in prison cells while I see to the defense of my home. When you've had your break, if I can, I will return. And you will be kept under guard.
I mean, guys, he drives a hard bargain.
Nope.
What?
I give him the look, like... I mutter as quietly as I can. If you believe this, we can help when you need.
Someone tried that once before, and that's why we're here. I agree to your terms.
Okay. Very well. Gather your people. Surrender your arms. And we'll finish what we started. So, the rest of you guys, is there anyone who is objecting to this course of action?
When he says arms, is he talking about our weapons?
No, our arms.
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna resist.
I'm gonna try to hold on to my shield, but give up, like not even fight when they take my sword away.
Yeah. However, my real question is, my spider that's just sort of hanging off my cloak, are they paying attention?
Alright, so basically, you guys gather in this central temple. Unless anyone else, well, we'll get to that in a second. Is anyone else doing anything, or are you all going along with this?
Are they only trying to take my sword?
They're trying to take any weapons they can see.
But my bag, they're not trying to take.
No.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with it. Thank you, Sinvale. I just looked at my equipment.
Alright, so you guys gather.
So I should unequip my scimitar.
I'll also say, if you wanted to take a hot second to stabilize Orensis before he dies.
No, yeah, that was the whole barter for everybody, kind of.
I don't know. I'm not that bloody.
Nah, proud of you.
If Rentas wants to help me, I will help Rentas.
Alright, so is anyone healing Orensis?
I can't.
I'm gonna use a rally and heal Arensis.
Gosh, not all at once, I guess.
How much does he get?
So, as we're kind of like huddling together and getting our shit.
He gets 2 HP.
Well, he's not
Did you
dying.
shoot him with an arrow?
Yeah.
As we gather everything together, I'm going to make a glance at Yahek and kind of like make a motion with my hand resembling like a paper, and like a running, a running kind of motion, and say, you know, in case they break their word and try to kill you all.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you say that out loud, or you like whisper it?
I whisper it.
Okay. So, you guys are disarmed from any weapons you're carrying, but they do not take your other possessions. This guy winds up gathering them all up and then moving back into this other room, eventually out of sight. Those of you who are not Malik are bound, wrists and ankles, and then they usher you through some rooms you fought through already, into this room here, and then they close this iron. They open and then close this iron gate behind you, and then these guys stand guard outside of it.
Is it a closed door, or is it iron bars like the guy that gaseous form came through?
It's iron bars like that, so you can see through it.
Okay.
And then, as they are ushering you past this giant golden serpent, which seems to be docilely respecting the situation, Kaladin, make a charisma save.
Okay. Um, 21.
21, okay. Kind of like what happened when you tried to Eldritch Blast that pool. You feel the same sort of sensation, although less so and not debilitating, but you just feel again like this recoiling of the presence within you. And the snake just kind of locks gazes with you as you pass.
Does it seem to pacify or be more aggressive when it locks gaze with me, or is it just lock gaze with me?
It becomes neither more aggressive nor passive. It just locks gazes with you, and in that moment, there seems to be deep intelligence behind those serpentine eyes. It does not appear to be just a beast.
Kicked his ass.
You would have kicked mine, buddy.
So then the serpent and Romalo are keeping very close eye on you, Malik. As Mustafa turns. Take your rest. I wouldn't want to fight you at anything other than your best. I have some people to save.
You're good at that, aren't you?
Spits at your feet as he goes past you and out to see to the defense of Castle Rock. So, I'd say you guys, in this half-hour interval, gain the benefits of a short rest. If you want to roll any hit dice, get your short rest abilities back, you do. And we'll take a quick break there. We'll see what happens next.
Oh god, I have to go pee!
So let's give it let's make it a quick one, like 2 or 3 minutes. Grab a beer, use the bathroom, whatever, because we've got a duel to have.
7 points.
Question. My character sheet for D&D Beyond, like above my spells, it says 4th level. What does that mean specifically?
It means all of your spells are cast at 4th level. because as a warlock, you have all your spell slots are at the highest level. So if there are any spells that benefit from being cast at a higher level than they normally are, you automatically get that benefit.
And like it says, just means 3 spells.
Sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Nice.
I speed peed.
I mean, we haven't left
I didn't
yet.
get my beer yet. Yeah, heck, you were breaking up a bit. If you can just type your question somewhere.
Oh, fuck.
Never mind. I figured it out.
Malik,
What?
you would have noticed that I look perfectly healthy.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume that you didn't look healthy, but everybody else was not healthy.
No, that's not what I mean. But I'm saying, like, if you need a tag team or something.
What do you mean tag team? He wouldn't have. He doesn't give a shit. He wants one-on-one combat. So it's literally going to be a who rolls better.
Oh yeah, don't worry. If you die, I'm challenging him.
Oh, I mean that's not how that works. And I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say with the whole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nope.
All right. Well,
yes.
as long as somebody did.
Not because Oswald did.
I can't do anything about it, but I understood what you meant.
About the paper with the running.
Yep. Yo, I'm not. Yet you'll understand, hopefully, or not. Okay, so now I have to try to heal the max with 10. How many hit die do I have?
If you click short
1,
rest,
2,
it'll
3,
have them
4.
all. You should have 8.
What do you mean? It'll have them all?
No, it'll show you how many you have.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, so I have 8 D10
you should have
rolls.
8. Correct.
So
plus
D10
your constitution.
plus 5. Fuck.
Kaladin's looking hilariously better right now, by the way.
Oswald had a little bit of blood before we started this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee.
Kaladin got his spells back. He got a lot of. He had to use all of his healing, but he got his healing back.
1. Oh yes, these rolls.
Wait, Yahik, what questions did you have about Warlock spell
2.
slots?
Oh no, I figured it out.
Oh, okay. Just because, like, we don't get a lot, but we
3.
regen ours at a short rest. So, like, any spells cast, and a lot of abilities that Warlocks get, we gain on a short rest as opposed to a long rest. So, just kind of, like, be mindful of your abilities.
If I cast Hex,
4.
like, using a bonus slot, do I pay one of my...
Yes,
Slot.
so
Yeah,
like
yeah, it costs a spell.
it's still a spell slot. It's just that's like whatever that it requires to cast. So like it means like you could cast Hex and then do something else as your action, as opposed to like casting Eldritch Blast, which takes it a full action to do.
Yeah, gotcha.
Also, since your hex is at 4th level, it lasts 8 hours unless your concentration gets smacked, so it's still up. If you want it to be.
Hex. Yes, please.
It's not assigned to a particular target right now.
I believe my Hexblade's curse is gone.
How that lasts like a minute, right?
I believe it does. Look it up. Yeah, 1 minute, so it's definitely gone.
Yeah, but you get it back on a short rest, right?
I do. I just
Oh
want to make sure
my
I get it
God.
back, but like I know it's gone. I just wanted to like make the distinction is all.
Oh, I've rolled 3 max heals,
Nice.
so I am fucking topped off. But I used all my hit die.
Listen, I'm almost topped off, but I'm there with you, bruv. I used all of my hit dice, and I get all of my healings back as well.
Oh fuck, boys! This is gonna be either really good or really bad.
By the way, Blim, if you want to talk about that later, if you think that's too OP or not, I'd be happy to talk about that.
Well, it's fine for now. Given how limited healing is in this party and how hard it is to heal you, I'm fine with it for now.
I just meant more like the short rest versus long rest thing, but
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay.
So I literally hand over a dagger, a longsword, a greatsword, a longbow,
The light blade.
No, what? No, I'm keeping the light blade.
They, all right, yeah.
That's my weapon of choice.
So
This is like the scene from the last Pirates of the Caribbean where you're literally just
Yeah, when they're all just disarming grenades. Damn. Well, this isn't how I wanted this to go, but this is how this is going.
So apparently unarmed strikes do 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yep.
I do 0.
Hey.
I think
Literally,
any attack is minimum 1 damage though. So
Okay, because the damage literally says hyphen.
you don't do no damage on an attack. You do-
Apparently, I caress people.
Oh baby, oh baby.
I have a music suggestion.
I'm open to suggestions, although
Unless you have something that's super badass, I will.
I mean, I'm happy to hear your suggestions.
This is my suggestion. Do you want me to put it in the watch together?
Yeah.
Will it get you a copyright strike?
Probably.
Worth the risk.
All right.
I agree.
Oh.
Tamelik, we should play it.
I'm gonna pause it until stuff goes on. But
No, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
we'll use it. Okay, so Oswald, you here? Oswald?
Yeah.
Cool. Kaladin, I see you. Malik, you're back. Rentaz, you good?
Yes, I'm all good.
Yeah, Hexy. All right, and Hale, I see. So,
You can't see me.
you're broadcasting your video. I can, and I appreciate that. All right, so over the course of the next half hour, the chamber continues to shake. And over this half hour, the frequency of these booms and crashes increases, and they get louder. And Yahek, with your delightful passive perception, you hear faintly, very faintly, echoing down the halls of this underground complex, sounds of combat, clash of metal on metal, shouts of Chiseki, and voices that you recognize as Quaylon. You hear a loud draconic roar off in the distance, followed by screams. And over the course of the... So you start hearing this like in maybe like after 20 minutes, and over the next 10 minutes they get slightly louder and slightly closer. Eventually, Mustafa returns to the gate of the prison, looking singed and with like a deep gash across his cheek. Bring them out. Let them witness their folly. And you guys are ushered, still restrained, back into the main chamber. And are on this balcony up here. The snake takes up a position behind you, and Romalobi takes up position behind the serpent. These guys are back here. As Mustafa strides down the steps towards you, Malik, looking cut up and angry and impatient. Well, I hope you've rested well.
I just kind of stretch the left arm.
He tosses his spear up into the air. and circles around to this side. This guy steps back over here. And the guy who took all your weapons returns without them. And also stands at that door.
Can I ask a question, DM?
Yes.
Upon seeing him flourish the spear, do I feel anything?
Make a
Based on
perception check.
the dream that I had?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. 7.
Looks like a regular spear to you, and you don't get any weird vibes from it. What you are getting super weird vibes from is this snake that's just kind of coiled and like in a ready to strike kind of position if any of you do anything funny.
Gotcha.
Actually, Romalo's back there. And I'm going to say he brought 2 other archers back with him, who also have their bows drawn, arrows pointed at your backsides, ready to strike if any of you interfere in any way. So they're all effectively holding actions. And you see Romalo also just kind of... and a tiny little brilliant red orb just like flares in her hand. And she's just looking at you guys, daring you to do something. So, Malik. Mustafa stands the 20 feet away from you. Spear in one hand. Just slowly steps to one side and calls out to you. In the name of my father and his father before him, I, Mustafa, the Scorpion King of the Chiseki and champion of Antenaros the Great, accept your challenge, and now we shall fight to the death.
In the name of Malik, I'm gonna crush your fucking skull. And I flick on the light blade, and I two-hand it like I did the first time we fought.
Malik, roll initiative.
Oh, fuck yours. When does the music start? Can we play the music yet? Can we play the music yet?
23.
23. What's your dex?
My dex? The modifier or my actual dex?
Your actual dex.
18.
He also got a 23.
So my dex is 18.
Okay, his is 20, so he goes first. He deceptively slowly steps to the side, and then in a burst of motion leaps through the air towards you, brandishing his spear two-handed, making 3 attacks against you. So the first is a 10, which misses, but the second is a 25, and the third is a 24.
The second 2 hit.
Okay, so first, you take 15 piercing damage as he flies through here. And that is it. He lands on the other side of you, and just awaits your counterattack. You're up.
I pivot and I take my 2 attacks with a light blade.
Go for it. Actually, I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws too.
2 cons?
Yep.
That's 16 plus 8.
Okay, that's a success.
And then That is another 16 plus 8.
All right, 2 successes, so you take no poison damage.
2 attacks. 24 to hit.
Hits.
12 to hit.
Misses.
15 points of radiant damage.
Very nice. Okay. Good. All right. Anything else?
No. That is it.
Okay. He is gonna go ahead and attack you. Actually, first on the missed attack, he's gonna use a superiority die and use a riposte attack. So he's gonna take his reaction, expend a superiority die, and attack you once as a reaction. That's on the ground. That's a natural 20. So you take 23 piercing damage. Actually, and then he also doubles the superiority die, so that's actually a total of 33 piercing damage. Make another Constitution save.
14 plus 8, so 22.
Okay, so you're still good on the poison damage. Now on his turn, he's going to attack you thrice more. Again, just kind of keeping his momentum, circling around, jabbing at you with the spear with these fluid motions with which you're familiar. That's a 15, a non-natural 20, and a 25.
So the 20 and the 25 hit.
Alrighty, make 2 more con saves, please.
13 plus 8, so 21.
Okay.
And then a 14.
Okay, so you take 16 piercing damage. And then you also take 5 poison damage from that thing. You disappoint me. Yeah, as he's landed these clean hits, like through chinks in your armor, one of them like glances or like slides across your neck, not quite catching the artery, but still cutting deep. Your turn.
I will turn to face him. I will take 2 attacks. 18 hit.
Hits.
19 hit.
Hits.
17 points of radiant damage.
Very nice.
18 points of radiant damage.
Very nice.
I will use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
And that's 1d10 plus 8. Where are my d10s?
Better.
Okay, so that's 12.
Okay. Very good. He's gonna flip his spear around and swing it at your feet, making a trip attack using another superiority die. Well, actually, first he sees if he hits. So the first attack, that's going to be 24.
That'll hit.
All right. So first you take, in this case, 13 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength. 14 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength save.
14 bludgeoning damage?
Yep, 14 bludgeoning damage.
And strength.
The haft of his spear smashes into your calf.
That is a 12?
12. Okay, so your foot is swept.
I'm going to use my endurance.
Okay. That let you re-roll?
Relentless endurance. No, not relentless endurance. What is what's the feat that lets you re-roll whatchamacallit?
Failed saves?
Yeah.
It's a fighter trait.
Yeah. Hold on. Where
it's
is
a
it?
resolve.
Traits?
You're
It's
looking for resolve.
under class traits somewhere. I have no idea.
It should be called resolve or indomitable.
Oh wait, do I not have that? Oh no, I don't have that. I'm not level 9.
Yeah, Percy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, I'm tripped.
Alright, so your foot is swept out from under you, and land hard on your ass, landing prone before him. Then he takes his second 2 attacks at advantage. The first is 21. The second is another 24.
Both hit.
Make 2 Constitution saves.
16.
Success. Actually,
Wait, hold on. 17, sorry.
17. Okay. You're good on that poison damage.
And then the other one is a 16.
Okay, so that's a failure. So you take 17 piercing damage between the 2 attacks, and 8 poison damage. And he just kind of keeps circling around you.
As this is happening, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's his turn. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna just look towards Romalo and I say, Romalo, can I have a word?
She just goes. She kind of holds up her, like the readied fireball in her hand and just goes.
How close is the snake to me?
With like 10 feet away.
Can I just say at no, like, extra volume in Primordial? You spawn of Gavoriel. You serve these strifeless.
Pop in another channel for me real quick.
Ooh,
snap.
he's gonna tell you that it's nothing and it doesn't understand you.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say.
That is it. You guys remember that's what Mercer basically does like half the time for insight checks. He's like, "Yeah, sounds about right," or "You think so?"
You think so?
No, because when there's an insight check, he'll go over and whisper to people, and they said that like half or 3/4 of the time, it's just like you don't get any feeling about it, or you think
really
he's telling
it?
the truth. What?
No way. Is that really what he does?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Wow.
I mean, we can ask Bloom to make sure and Breezy to make sure, but I'm fairly certain that they said that in one of the episodes.
I feel like if we ask them, they're just gonna say, "You think so?"
No, I mean that's what he does though, because insight checks are all about your feelings. Like, are you reading the situation? So it's just like you think he's telling the truth, or he sounds like he's missing something, like something like that. They didn't give like a percentage, but they said that a lot of the time is that. Oh wait, guys, they have video up. Let's lip read.
That's not how that works.
I mean, it is. So Malik, how bloody are you?
We're about to lose.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
He's not bloody at all.
He's literally rolled like 5 natural 20s tonight.
Yeah.
And I crit on 2 numbers. I haven't rolled either of them.
How many times have you hit him?
I think 4.
Oh, okay.
Actually, 1 last turn and twice the other turn, so 3 turns, 3 times. So,
Guys, I'm dead. He power word killed me like 3 times.
Wow.
I'm so dead.
Okay, so that shit happened. It is Malik's turn. Yeah, Malik.
because I am.
Malik, you're on your ass.
Well,
Your
I'm
stuff
Bloody ass.
going to climb back up with half my movement. I'm gonna do what I do not best, apparently, and try to kill him.
What's your health at, by the way?
I am at 17 hit points.
All right. Well, I feel like this calls for a change of music.
Yep. Go ahead and get that funeral gab going.
Not quite there. Not quite there yet.
Good choice.
So yeah,
All
I will
right.
take
So
my 2
you
attacks.
haul yourself back to your feet. Mustafa is not smiling, and he kind of nods respectfully as you get back up as he twirls the spear and positions himself for another round of attacks.
I rear back for this next round of burst of attacks. At the top of my lungs, I scream, "Phyrexis, give me strength!" And then I go for my attacks.
Just make a charisma check for me.
$21.
Okay. As you yell that, you feel the warmth suddenly increase and spread through your body as radiant flames just sprout from your form. You watch the rest of you watch as Malik is suddenly illuminated by these brilliant yellow flames and seems to shine like the sun itself. Malik, go ahead and roll 2d10 fire damage for me.
2d10.
Yeah.
So 7 fire damage.
Okay. These flames burst from you. And he takes 7 fire damage. What you gonna do?
Continue with the 2 attacks.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that's a 19, which is also a crit.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck yes.
Oh. So I rolled 2 damage, so doubled is 4 plus 9, 13 on the first crit.
Okay.
The second crit, I rolled an 8, so 16 plus 9, which is 25 damage.
Nice. As he's like staggering back briefly, like from the fury of this eruption, you just cut 2 deep gashes, one across his chest and one across his forehead.
I will use my action surge and take another 2.
Go for it.
Uh, 16 to hit and a 13 to hit, so I believe both miss.
Both miss, unfortunately. He dances back another half step and out of your reach. Most impressive.
That is my turn.
All right. At the top of his turn, roll another 2d10 fire damage.
$16.
Okay. The flames almost like they lick up your light blade and then shoot out as the attacks don't quite connect. And he takes 16 fire damage. And he's going to attack you 3 more times. Yeah, those are all going to hit, and one of them's a natural 20.
What? That's 6!
So on the first attack, you take 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
On the second attack, you take 10 piercing damage. Oh no, music, come back.
That would have been just enough to put me unconscious.
Okay. So, as he one attack catches you in the thigh, sending you to your knees. The other attack goes into your shoulder, driving you to the ground. And with his third attack,
I still have Relentless Endurance.
okay. Do you want to
So-
use it?
I mean... I mean, it would put me at the 1 for his last attack.
It's a big difference.
It might miss.
No,
He got a natural 20 already.
Yeah, all 3 hit. So yeah, I mean, does 1 stop me from going unconscious or no?
1 stops you from going unconscious from those 2 attacks.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then his third attack.
Alright, which was a natural 20, so
Mhm.
that would put you back under.
Yeah.
Unless you roll again.
No, because it's a one-time use.
That's the barbarian one.
The,
Oh, my bad.
the barbarian lets you get to do it over and over again.
Gotcha. Okay, so as he knocks you to the ground, kind of like, what's his face? In Game of Thrones did to the mountain.
Oberon.
Oberyn, yeah.
The red viper.
For my brother. Picks the spear back up. Drives it into the center of your chest, putting you unconscious again. Make a charisma check. Actually, charisma save.
$15.
Okay. The rest of you watch as the flames that were surrounding Malik gather into a single bright orb that hovers above his face for a moment, and then into his mouth. And Malik, you are restored to consciousness with 10 hit points.
Fuck.
The spear embedded deep in your chest, but the flames have gone out. And you feel distantly a sense of encouragement and approval. But he just looks down at your open eyes with his spear embedded in your chest, and is like, "Your turn." Actually, yeah.
What?
Oh, Paladin, what?
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say, as that if that's okay, I can happily can wait till the end of Malik's turn.
No, just what were you gonna do as that happens?
Oh, as the flame goes into Malik's face, I was going to say again in Primordial, you would support such a weak champion who could not even finish the job.
Make a charisma check.
Um, 15.
Okay. Snake just kind of glares at you still.
Do I hear Kaladin talking?
You hear him talking, but it's in a language you don't know.
Okay.
I don't think any of the rest of you know Primordial, so none of you understand. Alright, Malik. You have 10 hit points. You're prone with Mustafa's spear in your chest. What would you like to do?
How's he looking?
He's seen better days, but he's a fucking warlord, so it's not like he's on death's door.
I will stand up. with
You
the
stand up.
spear embedded in my chest, and I'm gonna reach out with my left hand to his skull.
Okay.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna try to crush it.
Make an unarmed attack first. See if you are able to get there, or if he dodges out of the way.
Let's see.
Say with advantage, given the fact that he thought he just killed you and he's still holding on to the spear.
That would be a 19, which is a critical.
Yeah, that hits. What I'll say for this is roll a. So you get your left hand around his forehead. Make a strength check.
Check.
Yeah.
20.
He screams in pain as you hear. The skull's not crushed in, but I will say he took a sizable chunk of damage from that. As blood starts to trickle out from under your thumb and forefingers, and your pinky, or they're gouging into his temples. But he's still up. You do have a second attack, so
Yeah. I'll just follow through with the same hand again.
make another strength check.
be 23.
You feel stuff start to give. The flow of blood from under your fingers intensifies. He's still standing though, and his face is just contorted into hatred and pain.
That would be the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna say
before
he's... Yep.
Sorry, before his turn. Question: is rally like a noticeable thing? Like if I'm healing him with rally, would people notice I'm healing him? Because it's not a spell.
But it does require you to attack, right?
Does it?
Yeah, aren't our hands bound?
If it's part of a superiority die,
It says on your turn you can use a bonus action and expend. It's not on an attack.
It sounds like it's not like a magic-y subtle kind of spell thing. I'd say you'd be rallying somebody by like encouraging them loudly, so they'd probably notice.
As a heal, I mean, I'm allowed to yell, right? Like,
You can try and see.
All
what
right.
happens.
all right, yeah. I'm just gonna cheer on Malik, be like, kick his ass, and use rally.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Kirik.
It's the same shit all over again.
14.
notice I'm not shooting scorpions. I want to point this out. I am not shooting anything.
Alright, as you shout that out, Romalo just shouts, "Shut up!" And everybody kind of tenses on their bowstrings. One more word and kill you all. But they don't attack. So, Malik, how much you get your hit points back?
Yes, max 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Can I ask a question too?
Yeah.
The barrier that's next to me, how tall is it compared to my hands?
The gong thing or the balustrade?
The thing right next to me.
Both things are right next to
Oh,
you.
the thing that's covering me from the arrows.
The thing's maybe like 4 feet tall.
So I'm hidden behind it.
Kinda. But the snake is like, can see all of you very clearly because it's like 10 feet
So,
up.
so it can see my hands if I like back into it a little bit, just like lean back a bit.
That's up to you. You could roll a sleight of hand check if you're trying to do something.
How loose do the
You're pretty well bound.
very well bound?
Can I assist him by beginning to speak to the snake in primordial again and to say, "Look, you support someone so weak that can be supported by someone so non-supported like we are."
Make a persuasion check, Caladan.
That's an 18.
The head turns toward you. Oswald, you get the sense that the snake is distracted. If you would like to make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Cool. 23.
Okay. With that, you kind of get your hands right up against one of the posts supporting the gong, and you're wise enough to tense your wrists as they were binding you, so you relax now, and you're able to get one hand almost free.
Okay. One hand almost free, like I could get it free if I wanted to, or one hand almost free, like it would take another.
Kind of like your next action, so after the next couple.
Okay. Okay.
So it is Mustafa's turn. Who doesn't much fancy the thought of getting his skull crushed, so he's going to use his action to try to break free from this grapple. So Malik, make an athletics check, please.
Uh, 17.
17. Okay, he rolled a thing with stuff. Athletics. Okay, he rolled a 14, so He actually drops his spear and got both hands around your, like trying to like pry your thumb off, and has one hand on your wrist, but he fails to break free. He's going to use action surge to try again. Make another athletics check.
That's a natural 1.
Okay, that's an 18 for him. So with that, he stumbles back from you a half step. You see his head is slightly misshapen where you had almost crushed it in. But that's his action and his action surge. So it's your turn.
Go, 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 go.
I'm just gonna walk toward him again with the hand.
Okay, make a unarmed attack.
26 to hit.
Hits. As he stumbles back, you lunge forward again. Grasp his head once more in your iron grip. Make a strength check.
As this is happening, I want to walk him over to the brazier in the middle of the room.
Okay. You hoist him off his feet.
18.
18. Okay. You hear more cracking. But he's not dead.
I'll use my second attack to attempt to
Cool.
finally
Make
crush his
another
fucking skull.
strength check.
What?
Make one more strength check.
Alright, which dice wants to do it for me? Please.
Grog.
It's a good one.
The grog die?
We have strength.
You need the grog die.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23.
Dang.
23? Malik, how do you want to do this?
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
You have Mustafa held his feet dangling 2 feet above the ground, his clawing desperately at your arm to try to break his head free from your grip.
I want to look at him and say, told you so. And just crunch his head in, and just fire erupts from his eyes and mouth, and just drop him into the brazier.
There's a sickening crunch, followed, like, that cuts off a muffled scream, as mountain style, you just crush his head in, and as the body starts to slip from your grasp, the skull having no integrity to keep him staying there, you just into the brazier. The smell of charred flesh and burnt leather overtakes you as his mess of a head just sizzles in the brazier. Mustafa, Scorpion King, be super dead.
Yeah, take that, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Can you smell?
Oh, fuck, God damn it.
Hey, you can't see him.
God damn it.
All the Chiseki that are watching are just
I'm just gonna turn around.
eyes wide with a mixture of horror and respect.
I pick up the light blade. I start walking up the steps, and I just fall face first on the ground.
The chest goes deeper. The spear goes deeper into your chest.
Oh, well, yeah, I would have removed. I would have removed that ahead of time. Just saying.
As he's walking up the steps, can I turn to the serpent and just for flavor, summon my blade to cut my bonds? Turn to the serpent and primordial just say, "Told you so."
Fuck.
Yeah.
It regards you intently for one moment, and if you could hop into another channel one more time.
Of course.
Good job, Malik. You're the
Hey.
Fuck. 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 Fuck.
And you said you couldn't control magic.
Fuck.
You literally ate fire.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, well, you did. You're like a sword swallower, only with fire.
You're really good at swallowing. Yeah.
Thanks,
true.
guys. I appreciate it.
Nicely done. I didn't believe in you, but then you made me a believer.
Oh, we totally need to fight each other one time, Alex, just for fun. Just for fun.
Holy
Not
shit.
kill each other. Listen, out of our entire group, we would have the best hand-to-hand fight.
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I can't even.
Whoa!
I can't even think right now.
So, as the serpent fixes Caladan with this intense gaze, the eyes flare really bright red for a moment, and then the serpent just kind of melts into a pool of golden liquid, revealing the desiccated, well, not quite desiccated, but seemingly drowned and dead corpse of the archer, or of a Chiseki archer, who's just like leaking gold liquid from his mouth as the serpent just kind of melts.
Can I also just pull my hand out of the bond now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I walk over, and then in crap down Chiseki Sarasi, I say out loud, "It's done." And then I reach into my bag of into the bag holder and grab a scimitar just to be safe.
I go over and I pull Malik over towards the rest of us. Is he unconscious? Is he conscious?
He's still conscious,
Okay.
but looks like shit.
Alright. I want to take the best defensible position I can around him.
I'm so tired.
So, Romalo kind of dismisses the fireball she was holding in her hand. By the laws of our people, and by the terms that my nephew and you agreed to, you are free to go.
And our things.
She gives a whistle. And within a few moments, the guy who had taken your arms returns them to you.
And I point to Hale, and I say, "And his bow."
She looks confused for a sec. Hi. He has his bow.
There's another one.
Let's see what she remembers. Not that I know of, and not that we have here.
Think harder. There's one Mustafa would have taken great care for. A bow or an artifact that people would have killed for.
She thought real hard with that intelligence check and didn't remember. She just shakes her head. Also, one thing I should have pointed out to Malik, so we can step back a second. As the ruined mass of Mustafa's head crunched beneath you, you noticed a small triangular silvery metal something kind of on his left temple, unfamiliar to you and strange in design, and he wasn't wearing it last time you fought him. It had previously been hidden by his hair, but you would have noticed that as you delivered the final blow. So
would it have still been in the sinew of the skull that I had in my hands, or no? Or would
I'd
it
say
have...
Conversation.
as you crush his skull, you could take it if you want.
Sure. Yeah, I would.
Okay, so you have in your hands this maybe 2-inch bit, or 2-inch wide little small silvery triangle. Anyway, So that happened. I just didn't want to forget. So your things are returned to you. Romalo just shakes her head at Hale. You killed my nephew. I don't know what you're talking about. Now you can either help us fight off the Empire. Get the fuck out of here.
Why are they attacking you?
Her only response is to raise her eyebrow.
Can I go look at his the spear that he dropped? Can I go pick it up?
Yeah. I'm gonna investigate his corpse as well.
His corpse is slowly burning in this brazier, so
I don't care about his corpse. I just want to pick up the spear.
okay. You pick it up. And it seems like a very finely crafted but otherwise unremarkable spear.
I don't get any like spider sense, prickly feelings.
You get no spider sense.
All right. I walk over. I toss it to Oswald.
I do a magic trick and make it disappear to a bag of holding. It's like, this can't hold it.
I just say, if Rentas wants that, I feel it would be good for him.
Doesn't Rentas have a spear already?
That's entirely my point.
Okay, I don't put it in the bag of holding, and I hold it out to Rentas.
Rentas looks at it and says, well, I admire the fine craftsmanship that went into making this spear. I will say, it is very firm and seems like a fine weapon. And I shall take it.
Good for penetrating.
Romalo rolls her eyes like super. Just get the fuck out of our home. and they step aside, or they step back.
Can I look at Romalis and just say in Primordial, and what role do you play in all this? I say that in Primordial.
Okay. He doesn't know Primordial, so she just kind of cocks her head.
I just kind of chuckle, then and just go, never mind.
Hey guys, are we helping?
Well, I'm quickly investigating the body.
Make an investigation check at disadvantage because he's in a brazier on fire.
Sorry about that.
No, it's definitely worth a disadvantage. Investigation. No. 12.
Okay. He has on a ruined set of very nice studded leather armor, but that's kind of not in great shape now. And you don't find anything remarkable on his person.
No papers?
If there were papers, they're on fire now.
Oh, great.
So, no, you do not.
I
Probably get the fuck out.
defeatedly follow them.
Okay, yeah. Kind of at this point, as a couple minutes have passed, you all now notice the sounds of combat echoing down the hallway from whence you came. You hear another loud, much more distinct now, followed by a blast of wind, more screams. You also, Yahek, you hear faintly, sounds you recognize as that of an Arcanomata busy cutting people up. More shouts, shouts in the Chiseki talk. More shouts in Quaylon. Combat seems to be approaching this temple.
Can I ask Gramala, what happened to the inhabitants of this town?
You ask her in common or Sarasi?
Sarasi.
Judging by the sound of that, bet most of them are dead. I hope you all are proud of yourselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to try to get as many other people out as I can. And she motions to the warriors that surround her, and they run back up. the passage. And the guy back here, retreats into this other room, leaving you guys alone in this temple.
Do you guys want to try to save the civilians?
What?
How?
No.
It doesn't matter.
That sounds pretty dangerous.
I think it's time we leave.
I wanted to add, I did hear, the sounds of, what?
Archinomadons?
The Amadorons. Yeah.
Android 17s.
I heard the Ahmadinejad's outside. And it definitely sounds like they're cutting people up, so...
Should we pull the body of Mustafa out and be like, hey, Thunderstruck did this, not the Shirazi?
Kinda like that.
Yeah, heck, can you disguise yourself as...
Which way was
Mustafa.
the tunnel to get back out?
To the north. You guys came in.
Yeah, it's past the snake pit. A ways.
Okay, so we gotta go that way.
It's also it's the way that we hear all of the conflict from.
Yeah, but is the conflict like actually happening in that hallway or not?
You don't know from where you are.
Okay.
Hey,
Well-
hey,
Can we peek around? Do we see anything happening?
I'm gonna start heading ahead and looking a little bit.
Okay, so you kind of climb back over this barricade that you've made. Actually, I'll say the cart has been pushed aside, so you don't have to climb. And you see that the door that you had previously only partially opened is now fully open, which allows you to see into this hallway. You see Urmalo and her warriors hurrying down the corridor. And this is a long corridor that disappears off what is revealable of the map. But you see beyond them. So let me make a perception check.
Perception? 7.
There's a lot of movement farther down the corridor, and there's a bright glow of orange, like fiery orange, from somewhere off in the distance down that way. But that's all you make out.
Okay, so guys, we need to go this way. We need to hurry.
Let's go.
I'll stay point.
I'm a close second behind him.
I'll follow.
Okay, so
you
guys,
stay in back.
you guys make your way to. At this point, Urmalo and her warriors have advanced farther down. You guys make your way into the hallway.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Can you just copy past us? Save time.
Yeah, I'll just to make it a little bit easier.
I can just drag you all over, yeah.
Yeah, I figured moving closer would get a little bit easier.
Boop, 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 boop.
Wait, how's Orestes?
Orensis is alive.
Fuck yeah. That's my goal.
And
Goals.
he's kind of got his arm around Caladan's shoulder, just kind of limping. As you guys hop over the snake pits and make your way into this hallway, basically under the point where this like small opening in the ceiling, 12 feet above, is. You hear an enormously loud, and you see charging down this hallway towards you, occupying most of the space, is one of these large assault drake creatures that you've previously seen from a distance. It unleashes a burst of fire that blasts back Romalo and incinerates her warriors.
the other way. We need to go to this way. Bad day.
So I'm just gonna reveal how far it is from you. Never mind the giant F on the map, although it's applicable.
Was that a Jackie Chan Adventures reference?
That was exactly a Jackie
This thing is like This thing is studded with arrows and spears, and is bleeding from a number of wounds, and is just charging, occupying most of this hallway towards you as Romalo is blasted back by its fiery breath. What are you guys doing?
Where was
About
the
face.
exit?
Say what?
Where was the exit? Like, where are we trying?
You're
to...
basically directly below it. It's 12 feet up.
Okay.
It's like a little hole in the ceiling.
Did we leave a rope?
No,
You did not.
No, we just dropped down. So
Yeah.
are we
Okay.
gonna play-
Malik,
What?
Wait, hold on.
Malik, or Hale, you have a bow.
I scream rutabaga.
Okay.
Is that a real thing?
Quick,
The
spider,
little spider kind of unfurls. It's like climbs up on your shoulder, awaiting instruction.
grab
Hell.
this rope and climb up into that tunnel. Go around the side and hold the rope.
Okay.
Hold the rope of our. Never mind.
Shh.
Okay. So it quickly like scurries over, like pops off your shoulder, grabs the rope, remarkably quickly, just scurries up and around the side of the side of the tunnel and into the hole. Now holding the rope below it, and then it waits there.
Oswald, your latest. Go first.
I will stand under him and throw him up.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. That'll work.
Yeah. We just
I'm-
fucking
I-
human
I'm-
chain
I'm
people.
I'm the tallest. I will stand under and throw everyone.
All right. With that boost, Oswald, make an acrobatics check with advantage.
God damn it. 16.
16's enough. With Kaladin giving you a boost, you leap up and you're able to grab the sides of the hole and hoist yourself in.
I'm gonna grab Malik and just take him and throw him up as the next one.
Is anyone
Unless he
using
has-
this rope or?
I mean,
I'm
as
gonna-
he uses the rope.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the rope.
All right,
as
so you
much
grab
as
the
I
rope
can.
and brace yourself.
Yeah.
The spider, not having been instructed to release it, is just kind of dangling from it now. All right, so
Because
Malik, make an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage.
athletics check with advantage. 16.
16. All right. You're able to like catch the edge of the hole and hoist yourself maybe halfway into it, but your legs are still dangling down and blocking it.
Oswald.
You recall, this is like a super tight space. So,
Oswald.
Can I come
Pull
over
me.
to try to help pull him?
yeah, you can make a strength check.
Can I push from the bottom?
Yeah. You can just barely reach his legs. So Oswald,
That is a non-natural 1.
make it with advantage because Kaladin's pushing from the bottom.
Okay. 12. Yeah,
That's enough to haul Malik far enough into the hole that he's not blocking it anymore.
Malik, leave your feet near the hole so people can use it.
I just grab hold of the rope and hold it.
All right, so I'll say Oswald's up, Malik is up. Who's next?
Yeah, heck, you go next.
Alright, I'll go.
Okay.
I brace myself and I throw him up.
All right,
my
make
brain.
an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage. Yeah. Natural 20. All right. Spring nimbly, Kaladin.
Slides right in.
And you kind of like tuck into a shoulder roll as you get into the hole, and you nimbly avoid Malik's feet and back away from the hole to allow room for the next people. Who's next? Actually, I'll say at this point, the Drake charges farther towards you. Romalo's still flat on her ass after being knocked back. Looks up in terror, looks back at you, and takes something out of a satchel and tosses it back towards you guys. It is something that some of you have seen before. It is a white ellipsoidal orb, about that big. that you had seen her claim from the warehouse in Surprise.
I catch it. I guess I'm the closest to that.
Fuck.
All right, so you catch it, and it's actually surprisingly heavy for its size. It's about that big, but it feels like it weighs maybe like 60, 70 pounds. As that happens, the assault drake just rears its maw wide and swallows Ramallo whole. And then roars towards you guys, but that's its turn. What the rest of you guys doing?
I'm throwing people up.
Yep,
Alright.
Rentaz next.
Yep.
All right, Rentaz, make an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Don't forget Orensis.
All right. You said acrobatics or athletics?
Your choice with advantage.
Okay. Definitely athletics. That's much better for me. That will be. Okay. So it will be 25 for an athletics check.
All right, that'll do. So you also catch the edge of the hole and quickly pull yourself. Khaled and Orensis, Hale, what are you guys doing?
I'm tying the rope around the orb thing, and I say, Arenzis, go.
Okay. So I'll say that's your action. Orensis, you're going to boost him up, Kaladan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, one sec. I realize we still don't have music. Let's go ahead and do this.
So Malik, how you feeling now that we're
All right,
safe?
Orensis, with advantage, rolled a natural 19, so he also gets up, scrambles into the hole as people are slowly backing away to make more space. What are you doing next?
Climbing up.
I'm boosting him and the artifact up.
Okay, well, the artifact's now tied by the rope,
Yeah,
so people can
it's
hoist
tied.
that up.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess I'm just hoisting him up.
Okay, so Hale, make athletics or acrobatics at advantage.
22.
All right, you're up and into the hole. Kaladan, this drake is staring you down, and begins closing the distance.
Okay.
Can Kaladan climb the rope?
The rope is no longer there because it's been, unless you guys didn't hoist it up. And
Oh,
you
no,
guys
we
still-
didn't hoist
or
it
they,
up. We're
No, I'm
waiting
waiting
for him.
out.
like,
Yeah.
So the rope's still hanging?
Yeah.
All right, so
Alright.
that thing is still there.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the rope and attempt to climb up. If anybody's reaching down, I'll take their help. If not, I'll just...
I'm tugging on the rope. I just yell, everyone tug on the rope.
I don't know if I have the ability to, but if I do, I will.
All
I was the first one in, so I don't know.
right, Kaladan, make a strength check at advantage.
Strength check or athletics?
Can do athletics. Why not?
Okay. They're both... I don't know why I asked. They're both the same.
They're the
so-
same. Deal, so whatever. But sure.
They should argue for it.
I say it should be a
Oh,
strength.
wow, that's a 19.
Whoa!
All right. So as you're hoisting yourself up this rope, everybody else is. They pull you up into the hole along with the little orby thing secured at the end. As this thing roars angrily, and just fills the corridor below your feet with fire. I will say you take.
That's fine, yeah.
It just yells con.
As the thing scorches your feet, you take 17 fire damage.
Yep.
But then it just charges past below you, seemingly in some sort of rage, and uncaring that you guys just went into the ceiling. Charges into this temple complex. you guys also hear, getting louder, the, to most of you familiar, of an Arcanauta on the move.
Go, 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 go.
I grab my
Go,
spider.
go,
and
go,
I
go,
book
go,
it.
go, go, go.
All right, so in this very tight passageway, I need you all to make another set of athletics or acrobatics checks to see how far away you're able to get from this hole by the time the Arcanauta gets there.
Well, that was shit.
18.
10.
Natural 1.
Makes sense. You're bleeding.
I mean, I am. I was also just on fire a couple seconds ago, so I don't know how to deal with that.
You chose that.
I don't think.
Okay. With that set of rolls, let's go ahead and make a perception check for the Arcanauta. Okay. You hear. You're now far enough away from the hole that you cannot see down, but you hear the footsteps stop. And then you hear a...
Keep going.
Crawl, 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 crawl.
Move faster.
You keep crawling down this tunnel. So it is completely dark. And
Oh, wait, I got this. Drift globe.
you pop the drift globe out, casting, illuminating this, like, on average, like 2 foot high, like roughly slim, like tubular hole that.
Ow, 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 my eyes. Ow, my eyes. Oh, God.
Yeah, Caliban could see fine the whole time, but the sight is
By the way, I'm gonna
disheartening
make
because you see that every now and then, to one side or the other, there are other tubes, other tiny little tunnels leading off. Sometimes from the top, sometimes from the right, sometimes from the left, and it's hard to remember which way you came.
Can I attempt to remember?
Yeah, make a survival check.
Wait, don't I have a thing for that? Where is it? Isn't it?
Do you have a thing?
As an Outlander, I think you might actually.
Yeah. Where is it? Where the
You can perfectly recall
Oh,
directions
is
or
it-
something.
Yeah, it's like you can perfectly recall them for like 2 years or something like that.
Something crazy.
Where would it be in here? I'm an idiot.
Outlets should be under features and
I'll
traits.
debate that. Yeah.
God damn it! I rolled a
No,
natural
no,
one
no.
before. I forgot I'm a halfling.
Right?
Halflings can reroll natural ones.
You can.
I
Oh,
completely forgot about that. Here, hold on. Let me go to.
It should be under features and traits.
I can't
Outlander.
find it though. I'm just going to.
Whatever, it's fine. Just roll.
Or under description. Look under description.
it's description, yeah.
Oh,
So
there it is.
first
You have an
time.
excellent memory for maps and geography and can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
So general layout of stuff, yes, like exact nature of this maze-like passage of time. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Roll a survival check.
Survival.
Okay.
You can
Cool.
do it separately, or one of you can give advantage to the other. Up to you.
I'm gonna do so.
Okay. 18.
15.
Okay. Hale, you are not entirely sure of the way from whence you came, but Oswald, you're pretty sure. You move to the front of, you kind of scuttle to the front of the group and take the lead. This tunnel, as you recall, is long. It took you a couple of hours to traverse before. And as you crawl onward through the darkness, the sounds of combat receding behind you. You crawl, and you crawl. And eventually, you see a faint blue glow ahead. the faint blue glow of Sevirafar of the night sky. You seem to have found your way back to the exit. Having fought the minions of the Scorpion King, Malik having bested Mustafa in single combat with a little help from his buddy Phyrexis. I think that's where we'll call it for tonight.
Oh,
Holy shit.
God damn.
Blim. Holy crap.
Holy shit.
That was good.
So yeah, thank you guys for anyone who's watching. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Yeah, we'll see where next session takes us.
Holy shit.
Thank you so much.
Damn.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Blim.
Blim. Thank you, anybody who's watching.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
guys. Thanks. Oh my god. Holy shit. Alright, fuck. Well,
Say nicely done.
next
Well done,
episode is
everyone.
gonna be lit, boys, just like Mustafa's corpse. Hey.
Hey.